Quantix man. All right, let's just start off by throwing up that chart, and people will actually know what we're talking about here. What do you guys say? Actually, I think I have it pulled up right now.
Hell
Let's
yeah.
have a look. Let's have a
The
look. Let
yo, just sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
The live on Pump it didn't show up. You're not seeing us live there, are you? Oh wait, is that us? No.
Hold on. I'm just gonna
All
refresh
right.
here. Let's find out.
Damn.
Let's find out.
I wonder.
Um,
Anyways, though, like I wonder if I just gotta hit the go live button.
oh yeah,
Maybe.
because I'm not seeing anything.
I'm still in my not Epstein profile, so I gotta switch back to my.
Okay,
Yo, did we
perfect.
lose Quantic?
Quantic, you with us?
I am here. I am just figuring
Hey,
out all the details.
hey,
And we have
GM,
some
bro.
exciting news. So you guys can see me and hear me well, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
both of
Oh
those.
yeah. All of those
Both
things.
of those.
I
All right.
mean, shit. What'd you put for our title?
I put.
Oh yeah, I remember. I remember. Um, we are responsible for the green candle.
Indeed. Beauty. So while we're making sure that this is actually going live on Pump, because I think that's probably the number one priority right now, just especially for this hackathon. Okay, good. I see it on X, so that's good. We are officially live on X. That is awesome. And guys, worst comes to worst, we can just shut this down because I think we only have 6 viewers right now. So worst comes to worst, shut it down and then relaunch it, and then we'll be live on Pump as well here. But let's have a
Okay,
look.
yeah. Let's do that because oh
Oh,
hey
we're good.
we're live.
Beautiful. Oh, what's this? Do you see us?
Yeah, I did see us. Yep, so we're
Okay,
good. I just had to I closed the page though.
there we
Um,
go.
there's those good-looking gentlemen right there.
Oh, what's
So
this?
just to be clear, we have to hit the go live button also on Pump Fun, I guess. Um, anywho, Quantic, Trav, how you guys doing, man? Happy Saturday. I'm sick. I got a little frog in my throat a little bit. Um, I streamed till like 2 in the morning last night. Just doing some vibe coding, doing some Claude action, and then afterwards, I just decided to go in the trenches a little bit, man. I don't want to get too big for my britches. I did do a 2x, but you know, many
Hey,
of many losses in my day, so
yes,
we're
yes.
still yeah.
And that's cool. Kind of get to know what the culture is like a little bit more as well. I mean, after our stream yesterday, we definitely got a good taste of how things work on Pump. And now we're ready to keep rolling with it here. So, what do you guys say we just jump right into it? Quantic has some huge news for everyone watching right now. Um, and maybe actually before that, Quantic, what do you think? Let's build some anticipation a little bit. Should we review what we are building and why we are building it?
Yeah, I just want to make sure first that everything is set up properly. We are live on Pump. That's correct. We are live on X, and we probably are on other platforms as well, such as
Yes,
YouTube. Am I correct?
correct. And Twitch, actually.
Okay, well, we're on Twitch. That's amazing. We are maximizing on distribution. I'm so happy about it. Yeah, I think we should start by doing a sort of recap of what is going on, what are we planning, what are we doing, and what is this big green candle? We need to figure that out as well.
What is this big green candle? We do. We do. Perfect. So, first of all, welcome everyone My name is Trav. We've got Quantic. We have got Kobe. Together, we are Web3 Matters. I think I like that. I think I'm gonna keep doing it here. And yeah, we've been around the space now for about 4 years. And our mission since day one has been to bring alpha, bring value to our community every single week. And we just stepped that up in a really, really big way by starting to participate in the Pump.Fun hackathon, where we have officially launched the SHIP token and our product Shipyard, which is actually us in a sense, but all of this is going to empower an actual an actual tangible app that we are building, a website, a landing page, an ecosystem where we're going to every couple of weeks drop a new app, drop new educational pieces of content, anything you guys need so that you can become creators, become builders yourself. And that's just the start. So we have some more to announce about that today. But before we get into that, Kobe, why don't you give us a quick rundown of a little bit more of the details for Shipyard itself?
Yeah, so yeah, yesterday we made it official. But yeah, basically Shipyard is just it's the first like guild of open source guild of builders on Pump Fun, right? To help folks build stuff with AI essentially.
Yeah.
So I've been vibe coding for over 3 years now, and there's a gap to teach people how to vibe code in Web3 specifically. And so I'm trying to fill that gap. And the coolest thing about this kind of like hackathon idea, right, with like the shipyard and everything, that you said it already, that the product isn't just one thing, right? It's not like, hey, we're building this one simple thing and then this is the app and then that's the end of the story, right? It's kind of this like whole ecosystem, self-sustaining, where it kind of feeds each other. And Quantic dropped before I say before I move to Quantic, the coolest part about taking that approach is we're not married to one specific idea, right? And it aligns with like the hackathons, this Pump Fun hackathons ethos, where it's like let the market validate the idea, push it out, let the market validate it, and if it's no good, ditch the product and move on to the next one, right? And so that's probably my favorite thing because Quantic knows, Trav, you probably know too, like I've made the mistake and like married an app or a product or a project and kind of like over committed and not pivoted when it was time to pivot. So
Mm.
with that said, I'm gonna kick it to you, Quantic. I don't know if you want to share whatever you want to share, bro. It's all you.
Yeah. So first, I think I'm having some issues on the chat on the Pump Fun platform. You guys can see the chat properly, right?
I can see the chat, but I don't see any messages coming in. So I'm not quite sure if no one is
Can,
just.
can you can you just send one message so that we ensure that we have the people there? Because if we don't have the people there and they are, wanting to interact, it is going to be problematic once we start discussing the rest of the things we have prepared today. Um, because when I click here on my end, I'm using a random browser. It is prompting me to, download the app, which I don't
Okay.
want to do at this time.
Yeah. So
Testing.
I'm able to join. I joined the chat. Do you see my GM in there from the shipyard captain?
I did see it, yes,
Cool.
but
Yeah, that's
it's
me. So
kind
it's live. We got 6 viewers. It says on Pump Fun. I think there's always two. Maybe they just don't want people to feel bad, so they always give you two little bot viewers.
Okay.
Such a wholesome action.
Okay. Let's see then. What should we do about it? Because I want to make sure that we share the good news once we get more people in. So maybe we have to ask people to first on X
mm,
to retweet, comment, and like as usual. If you're on YouTube, yeah, just say hi there. And on Pump, I don't know what's going on there. I don't know if this platform is working properly or everything is okay and I'm retarded. It could be. But I cannot see anything on my end,
I don't
unfortunately.
think you're retarded. I just think that people we just don't have an audience over there yet. Right now. to be fair, we probably got that audience yesterday because we were brand new token. With that initial kind of investment, there was all this volume popping off. And there were some bots in there, and I'm not trying to throw shade at anybody because they roasted me and whatever. It was actually really nice to be roasted. It was kind of I'm a little freaky like that. So, but some of the exact same wording that they were saying in there. I spent like 3 hours till like 3:30 in the morning, just like going through all of Pump Fun, and I was like, oh, I saw that comment in our chat. I saw that comment with that exact GIF in our chat. Um, so there's a lot of bot activity, but that ain't no problem. I just think for the Twitter people, for the YouTube people, for the Twitch people, man, drop a like, drop a follow, drop a comment. In a little bit, we're gonna share like the next build that we're gonna do, and maybe in the meantime, I can go through like a demo for the shipment. I got it working in production, and so I
Oh,
can kind of go through that flow. If you guys think, what do you guys think?
yes. Let's do that. Let's do the following thing. I'm gonna be checking out some of the other social media platforms in which we are, and once I see that we have 100 people collectively, it doesn't matter if it's just on Pump or in other platforms, I'm gonna interrupt you so we can share some good news.
Love it. That sounds great. Let's do that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's fine with me. So Trav, I'm gonna bump you off if you don't mind here.
Go for it. Yep.
Take over screen share, entire screen, bada bing, bada boom. Let me get that out of there. Okay, cool. So I'm already connected. Let me just go through the whole flow. So for anybody curious, this is just one little app, just kind of get our ecosystem started. Again, not super degenerate, but cool, right? It's to me, this is like, hey, this is a proof of work of what we kind of are capable of at the absolute baseline, right? So essentially you can buy credits, generate some AI art. Right now we have only 3 AI models in there, but I made a plan right before bed to basically a loop like, hey, every time I want to add a new model, I can just fire this plan off. You can browse your gallery, and then of course, if you like it, you can mint it as a 1 of 1 NFT on Solana. So let me get some credits here. So I'll buy $5 worth of credits. See if I had got enough money in this wallet. Watch it not work, man. I fought with this for like 3 hours yesterday. Please work. Please work. Maybe. 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 Maybe not. Maybe it is. Maybe I don't have enough soul. I don't know. All right. The suspense is absolutely killing me. Okay, so no worries. Damn, dude, I'm 0 for 2 with this, bro. Why only when I'm screen sharing this shit doesn't work, but at 2 in the morning when I'm live streaming it does. Let me change wallets here. Let me change to the Phantom. All right, cool. Let me hit them with the refresh here. All right, cool. Now let's try it. Maybe the Phantom
So
doesn't like.
while you're
Go
doing
ahead.
that here, I just created a new account for the Pump, and I tried chatting. First of all, I see everyone who's chatting here today, so welcome everyone. Thank you guys for being here.
I don't see anyone, man.
I got credits. Sorry.
Hey, perfect. So
Yeah.
I couldn't chat because I hold insufficient token balance. So
Got you. I think it's set to be token
Oh.
holders only could chat. Do we need to make it not be that? Oh, I
no,
don't want to. Damn it.
No, I think if you want to participate here, you have to be a holder, right? Like
Yeah,
otherwise it doesn't make any
2
sense.
cents, bro. Get one. I'm pretty sure there's no minimum. I think it's like if you spend 5 cents, you can start getting in the chat.
yeah,
And I did that yesterday too. I'm pretty sure as well. But anyways, I'm gonna
perfect.
start
And
generating. What do you think, dude? What should we generate here? Should we do a family photo, bro? A family photo.
let's do a family photo.
Let's do.
Also,
How do you spell Ren and Stimpy? Remember Ren and Stimpy?
yeah,
Ren
REN.
and Stimpy. Ridiculous art style. Ah.
Beauty. And in my wallet, I officially own 500K tokens.
Let's
which
go.
I need to work on that. I'm just gonna start accumulating now.
Sick, dude. Sick. Um, oh, and then technically, and I can't switch to the stream page because I'll expose our key,
Mhm.
but I think that a 50 cent, um, uh, yeah, 0.0048 transaction or something should have gone through.
Okay,
Um,
I'll take a look.
but it's not from this wallet. It actually uses the treasury for the app's wallet. So it's not actually, you don't see this person's like this wallet on the chart.
Okay.
So it was a little hard to tell yesterday because we had so much volume, but now you might be able to see
Hmm.
if there was
You said 0048, correct?
and then what times 0.75, right? So it's 75% of that. So it'd be like
Mm.
0.0038, something
Gotcha,
like that.
gotcha. All right, I'll keep my eyes open.
Damn, bro. Okay, I'm not even able to generate 0 for 2, big L again. Um,
That's okay.
there
While
it
you're
is,
doing
dude.
that, though, oh, so it
That's
worked.
not a. Oh, that's from yesterday. That's from
That's
yesterday.
from yesterday.
Anyways,
Okay.
go ahead, Trav. Again, I think I was a little bit too ambitious to try to mix Web3 and AI on app one on a brand new chain. This is the first time I've ever launched a Solana app. So learning experience, bro. That's the cool thing about the shipyard is I'm gonna like when we go back to like make education about this, I'm gonna share you guys for anybody watching or anybody watching the recording every fucking mistake that I made, right? um the reason like my biggest one of my biggest goals with this is I've made so many of the mistakes, so let me make them and then show you what not to do uh for any app style on any chain. So yeah, kick it back to you at the studio, Trav.
That is huge. And I do just want to emphasize to our audience here that one really cool thing about this app is that it automatically purchases some of the ship token. So there's that yeah, that deflationary mechanism is cooked right into the work that we are
Or like the
building. And
buy
some
pressure.
exactly. And that's something that we're definitely hoping to kind of carry on with all of the apps or most of the apps at least that we make here. So yeah. So what
There.
was is it looks like it's working. What is the issue that
Yeah, so I generation wasn't working, but this is a generation I did last night, and so I just minted it on Solana,
Mhm.
just right now, and this is actually with the ship deployer wallet too that I just did that. Let's see, you can see collectibles in here. Are you able to even see the wallet?
Hold up. Yes.
All right, cool. Collectibles, there we go. So the cool thing about Solana is that it shows up pretty well, right? So there it is, right there in my wallet. Test 666. Don't get the wrong idea. I'm a little Catholic man here in the trenches with y'all. Um, but it minted, so that is a 101 NFT. And here's a cool thing for like EVM folks out there. If you've built shit on EVM before, like shout out to the Flare Forward guys. They're familiar. We've done a bunch of EVM stuff together, and um, you don't actually have to have deploy a smart contract to mint an NFT on Solana. So instead of like deploying a smart contract and then calling the mint function for that contract, you just use something that's called a program, right? So here, yeah, bro, big alpha right here. So here's the owner, and here's the token program, right? So you
Mm.
can see this program, and it shows all the other people using this program for different things, right? So it's kind of, I mean, I don't really know how to describe it besides like it replaces your own smart contract, and it's kind of like a highway that you can kind of get on and get off and do the thing, go get gas, and then come back home. Um, Pretty slick. It's
That is
definitely
cool.
unique to Solana, I think. So,
Equally as secure, I imagine.
um, arguably more secure, right? If
Oh
if
wow.
the if the program you're using is like legit, because right now, unless you just go get like an Open Zeppelin or a Third Web smart contract and don't change anything, like
Mhm.
those are audited and safe. But like the moment that you start telling AI to change a smart contract, that's when your risk begins to open up.
Mm.
Um, which I'm confident in. I've done this a ton of times, and usually when I write a smart contract, I go like, bro, I literally make like three prompts, like the same objective, but three worded three different ways, and
Mhm.
then I give that to three different AIs three different times. Um, and I do like a grading, like, hey, grade this 0 through 90 or 0 through 100 based on security, and here's like the categories. And then of course I'm having AI write those prompts also. Um,
Very, very cool. Very cool.
yeah. So shout
So
out
again,
Solana.
for everyone who's watching this right now, I just want to just take a moment and emphasize that this alpha that Kobe's sharing with us right now, this is the stuff that we're actually going to be putting down into Notion templates, delivering the prompts that you need, the frameworks that you need, literally every like step by step, everything that you have to do to be able to create those things. And we're going to be launching that on our Shipyard platform here for you guys with the tokens to be able to access here. So that's just kind of a part of it. But as you can also tell, the expertise is real. Like that screen was very impressive, and definitely it's to be able to
So,
learn how to do that stuff is pretty amazing.
Thank
Trav,
you.
can I ask you to? I think we're on time, or maybe Kobe. Kobe, you're sharing your screen now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we do have a couple hundred people already in multiple platforms. So I do want to share some updates, but for that I want to switch a little bit to the uh, the chart of
Okay, so
ship.
I actually can't because I'll
I'll do
expose
it.
our stream key. So if you want to swap out,
Ah.
Trav, go ahead.
Yeah, no more exposure, please, Kobe.
Right, and
Um,
it's not like they could steal any money, but they could just go live and show their wiener or something like that on our page.
yes.
We don't no wieners here.
Which is less than ideal. So let's avoid
Yeah,
that at all cost. Perfect. Quantic, we have got the chart set up here.
the, the
Yeah,
chart is clear, right? The chart is clear. It's
it's
going up. It's pumping. So what the fuck is going on? That's the question here. What is going on? Why is this pumping? Why do we have we don't have a very large amount of people in the room like we had yesterday.
mhm.
Nevertheless, this thing seems to be picking up again. And the reason is number one, we realized that yesterday we shouldn't have logged all the liquidity that we purchased uh, based on your suggestions, guys. So if you're watching this and you were one of the people suggesting that we log all the tokens, let me tell you that wasn't very wise. Why? Because we do need to provide a wallet from one of us, one of the founders, with 100 million token at the very least, so that we can qualify to the hackathon. That's the number one reason we are doing this. We have some products, we are builders, we have been here for years. We are not builders on Solana, as you can probably tell from yesterday's stream, but we are committed and we are gonna follow through the plan that we said we're gonna execute. And for that reason, I have personally taken on the commitment of purchasing 100 million extra tokens, and those are going to be there on my wallet so we can qualify for the hackathon. And those tokens are out of circulation alongside those that are already locked on the liquidity pool. Where is that liquidity pool, by the way, guys?
Sorry, where's the liquidity pool?
Yes.
Let's see here. I can pull it up actually. Just going back to the site. Hold on a second. Comments, trades. Oh, I was able to access this yesterday. There's a tab that I can click called holders, and liquidity is in the first
It's
one
on the
here.
bottom right column, brother. It just keeps scrolling down.
Here we
On the
go.
bottom
Liquidity
right.
pool.
Yeah, there you go.
Can you guys see this screen?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Liquidity pool is 67.47 SOL and over 275 million SHIB tokens.
Yeah.
So we have
And it
200
locked.
million roughly of tokens there.
Yes,
So we have
275 million.
okay.
So
So we
about
have 200
27 and a
million
half
there.
percent supply.
Right.
Yeah, and it's
Um,
locked. It's locked as well. Automatically gets locked, which is, obviously people
for
aren't doing
for
that.
for how long? So that people are all aware.
Indefinitely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, forever. It never gets unlocked.
So one thing maybe we should clarify here is: are you talking about the deployer wallet or the liquidity pool? Because I think those are two different things.
We're talking about the liquidity pool, I believe.
Yes, of course, we're talking about that so that people can see how many tokens are out of circulation. So two things to clarify. We have 200 millions already locked forever. on that liquidity pool. We have 100 million that I hold now, making myself, I guess, the largest holder of this shit. And from the deployer side, how many tokens does the deployer has in terms of like, amount of ship, just ship, not
Um,
Solana?
so nothing, barely any right now, like a couple dollars worth, like literally like a couple dollars worth, and then the rest, which is about 13% that was purchased by the dev wallet right at launch, that's locked on, that's in a token locker for 90 days,
And
locked
that's
up.
another, okay, so that's another amount, right?
Correct.
So we have just to run the math so that everybody's on the same page and can check this on chain and see how credible all of this is. I'm the
Mhm.
largest holder now, I guess, as
Is
among the
is
people
this
here.
you? Is this you here, Quantic 7C12HH?
I don't know. Oh, if that's me, I have to correct things because my this is the other thing that I want to clarify. My public, my profile is going to be made public with all the tokens I hold, with my X account, and you will be able to see all of this information. And I'm gonna post about it on X, by the way. And by that time, we will see how the community reacts. But anyways, just I want to run quickly through the math so that we are all on the same page. 100 million, I have 10%, right? The
Mhm.
deployer wallet locked for 3 months, 30%, correct? And we have
Correct.
another 20% locked forever on a liquidity pool.
Right, and of course that fluctuates as price goes up and down. But yeah, the existing tokens are they cannot be extracted by the dev wallet or by anybody else. The only function that allows the LP to change is buying and selling.
Right. Okay. Then we're all clear. So we have roughly, 35%, no, 40%, over 40% is like gone already, right?
Right. I honestly, oh whoops. Honestly, I wouldn't really count the LP, but yeah, if you did choose to count the LP, then yeah, that figure would be close to accurate.
Oh yeah, because that's not like out of circulation.
Correct, correct. As the price goes up, I mean, it's going to stay in circulation until somebody buys those tokens out of the LP and locks them or burns them, right? And
Exactly.
because
Okay, so this is the next thing that we have to push, right? We need to have a campaign in which we encourage people to do that, but of course they have to get something in return.
I'm into it. I'm into it. What any thoughts on what that might look like?
Obi, I see your face.
yeah, I mean, I just want to be clear. I'm answering the right point here. We got to, yeah, like how do we incentivize purchasing of the token um, and volume, right?
Yep.
Okay. So, as we mentioned, and a few maybe folks that are in the stream right now that weren't in earlier, um, the token itself is going to like be the glue, or it is the glue to the entire ecosystem. So whether you're purchasing like course access or using the token as a utility within any of our applications, um, there is going to there will be demand created for the token regardless, one of two ways, right? So the way that I have it set up for shipment right now, that AI image generator to NFT, is you buy credits with Sol to generate images using the AI, and then 75% of that purchase in the back end, it goes to the app's treasury wallet and then buys our token. So that's gonna
Okay.
create.
And this is automatic. This is an automatic thing. You don't have to rely on
Correct.
people, trust anything. You just go use the app and
Right.
you get credits and you get automatic purchase of the asset.
Exactly. It's not like immutable or trustless. It's not trustless, but it is automated. So it's not trustless in the sense that it's not like a smart contract, but it just
Right.
is an automatic function, automated function. Now it'd be cool to like do a second step, right? Like, okay, after the treasury wallet buys the token, more SHIP tokens, then what happens, right? Like that would be something cool
Hmm.
to try to maybe brainstorm. Like, do we burn a percentage of that? Do we add that to a token locker or something like that? Like, there's a few different ways we could skin the cat there. And then the other way number two that the token's going to be used in the ecosystem is just going to be for direct access to the course material as well. So the way I see it in my head is you buy SHIP token and then you unlock access, right?
Right.
Or you stake or you stake the SHIP token and that creates access. Or you just buy it with cash or Sol, and then we do the same back end function that we have for the other app where it automatically buys the token. So there's a lot of flexibility, and like all those are more than possible um, as well. And so I just, in the last way, like incentivize, this isn't really a way to incentivize like volume and stuff, but we talked about builder grants. So if we can continue to or like when we continue to generate attention, and provide like value, like yo, here's not only how to ship this app, but here's a GitHub repo like template, so you can just basically copy exactly what we're doing. Um, Lost my train of thought. Yeah, lost my train of thought. But there's a ton of different ways that we could do it, and I'm excited to kind of keep exploring the different ways um, we can integrate it. But the point is that is at the core of the shipyard, is that the token connects everything, regardless of how it is.
Yeah, exactly. But the point is that we are already like kind of proving already in day two how Shipyard is going to work, how committed we are, and how we are steering down things into the right direction so that everybody that wants to participate gets the best out of it. And I see someone here in the comment sections saying, rare to see a platform where people aren't getting farmed. So true. Yeah, not sure what does that mean. I'm gonna take it like, yeah, we're not farming anyone and we are providing the proofs, right? So regarding the application, Kobe, you showed that to us within a few minutes. This is something that people can already play around. So can we share a link with them so that they use some of their dust Solana and transform it into
Yeah.
something useful with our app?
Yeah, absolutely. The URL is shipmint dot art. So that's SHIPMINT, like you're minting an NFT, shipment dot art, ART. So you can go there right now, play around with the app, generate some images, and there's just the open AI. Thank you, Trav. There's just the open AI video or image gen models right now. Um, but I think tonight I might as well just grab some other ones, maybe like Midjourney, what image gen models are you guys using right now? Just ChatGPT?
Yeah, for me, it's just that I don't use it, and this is a problem. Like I have problems generating images because I haven't been able to get, a good enough model with a good enough platform that I'm comfortable like using on a daily basis.
Right. It
Yeah,
would
I've
be
been using
interesting.
Grok as well.
Yeah, Grok solid. Grok is solid. It's still got that, and GPT has this too, but it still has that like depending on the style, it's kind of got this like overglossed, like, hey, if you're generating like photorealistic type stuff, like it is still like, oh, that's AI, like, oh, that's clearly AI.
Yeah.
But for the cartoons and for the logos and for the typography and shit, like I think that's what I use the image gen for the most. Like maybe screenshot if I see a typography that I really like, maybe I screenshot it, give it to ChatGPT. I say, hey, what font is this? Like out of all the fonts in the world, if you had to pick like 1 to 3 fonts to like name this, if they are existent, like what would it be? And then I say, okay, now that you've named the name of the font, write me a prompt to generate, the scene, right? So I'm describing the scene to the AI and then having it write me a prompt, and then I open up a new tab and generate using a new scene. But I say all that because it would be cool to do some like custom, like not custom, but a base image model, but with like system prompts, like customized system prompts, like, I don't know. What do you find yourself generating the most, guys?
For me,
Um,
it's more of like photorealistic stuff that I can then use in turn into video that I can use in actual video edits. For me, that's pretty niche. I'm not sure how many people would actually want to use that, but for a
Right.
lot of the creators that are watching us, I know especially on X, a lot of my following here are into things like that as well. But how about you,
Mhm.
Quantic?
yeah, no, for me, it's mostly things for work. So it's like mostly I have templates and then I want to add new images. So it's not a big deal, to be honest. Like, that's the other reason I don't like play too much with it.
Right, right. Yeah, it'd be cool. Like that's just an app idea. I'm not saying we should run out and go build it right now, but like a custom, like here's an image generator just for this one thing, just for logos, or just for typography, or
Mm,
just for photorealistic images of you. Like maybe you train, which not actually train, but maybe you train a model, you give it 10 pictures of yourself, um, and then it kind of like starts to like figure out, okay, if this is what he looks like from this angle, this is what he looks like from this angle, and then you don't even have to say, you don't have to give it a new picture. You just say, hey, like, generate me doing this thing, whatever it might be.
that is really
Right.
cool, actually. Something
So
like that. The other big one that I can see that's especially been taking off on X is like actual motion graphics apps. And I know we've spoken about this, Kobe, not long ago. Is that I forget the names of them, but they are taking off all the
yeah,
different motion graphic design
Remotion I
apps.
think is the one that's going viral.
Remotion, that's
Remotion.
right.
And it's just a dependency package, right? So you just like npx, add remotion dat slash skills or whatever it is, and then not only are you downloading like the dependency package for your to build it, like to get the code. For those who don't know what a dependency package is, to get the building blocks to do shit, right?
Hmm.
Um, and then you give it like a folder of assets, and then it also has Claude skills files built in, so then like Claude code knows how to use that dependency package to now generate those like motion graphics. um, times are changing fast as a motherfucker.
Yeah, no kidding.
So this is
What
the
was it?
next thing that I wanted to touch base, guys. I don't know where we are. Otherwise, I would like to direct this conversation into something that,
Please.
I know people are gonna be looking. Oh, we got just massive dump
Yeah,
already.
someone dumped. Let's see who dumped.
Okay,
Yeah, good dude, good. i'm
Someone just
trying to
sold.
yeah,
uh
That's
I'm
so
trying to
interesting.
distribute. I'm trying to have people like okay, this guy had 7 soul right and dumped, but like I'm definitely trying to, like, there was a random that isn't one of us that owned like a 3 or 4% supply. Like I would like to not have that. Like that's how you can really protect the upside, is by
yes,
getting
exactly.
them. Yeah, exactly. Like getting them to distribute right now, and then we can kind of absorb some of that, um, and so on and so
Yeah.
forth.
Yes, exactly, because we will need to make sure we absorb enough, so that we get all the bad apples out of this, so that then we can see the rise of the project with the revenue that we're gonna be bringing in, and the same with the capital that ourselves are gonna be pouring into this project, which I think certainly something that can make easily a difference, like I just showed you before with this green candle, right?
No, for sure. Yeah, that was a 7 soul sell. Someone just dumped
Yo,
seven
Bitcoin's at
soul.
78K, you guys.
Wow, that's intense. That is.
And
I
so
haven't seen.
also you got to remember too, something that I kind of figured out when back in the L2 that shall not be named days, the token price, are our tokens paired in Sol, right? So when Solana goes down, the price is gonna obviously go down easier, and then when Solana goes up, it's gonna be less resistant to the upside as well.
Right,
That
right.
makes sense.
Um,
So
Okay,
yeah, market's
so
down
let,
for
l-
sure.
let's talk about something that I think is important for the project, which is how do we align incentives for everyone, right? Because on one side we are here for the hackathon and we're gonna be focusing on building stuff. That's our main thing. But on the other side, we do have a bunch of other people that are interested in growing their project from a meme coin and token perspective, right?
Right.
And while we don't think it's impossible to, get everyone on board. We do think that it's important to get everyone aligned in what we want to do and that we are work together. So for that reason, what we are going to be doing is using part of the fees to do two things. Well, one, of course, is to pay for the project expenses that we're going to be announcing, I guess, after this live stream. It's not going to be much, no worries about it. And then using the rest to get some more people on board that are helping in terms of like pushing the project on the, I don't want to say meme coin direction, but with the thing that meme coin people like, right? So that we get that kind of energy and that kind of exposure as well. And we are going to be focusing more on the mini grants for the builders. So if you're interested in building, utilizing the SHIP token, you can reach out to us. Probably we're going to have some other live stream with more people, and you're going to get a mini grant, right, for integrating the token and helping us in creating this ecosystem, which again is going to be the first one of its class on this platform. And yeah, I think that that's pretty much something that I wanted to summarize. I don't know if this was clear, Trav, Kobe. What do you guys think?
I think that's awesome. I'm very much into that. I think supporting the community that's been our goal since day one here. So to actually put our money where our mouth is, literally speaking, actually have them on stream and do this all publicly is going to be huge here. Plus, I'm really excited to see what our community is going to build here as well. I think we're set for some pretty exciting times to see, all the creatives that are out there, all of the builders that are out there, just waiting for a little bit of support. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
totally agree. And also like shout out to just to like we've done this actually in the past, not in this way, but if we go back about a year, maybe less than that, I don't know, 10 months or so, we were doing some live streams on how to make a badass landing page using Lovable, right? Remember those streams, which we would like generate the image on ChatGPT, then take the image, turn it into a video on Midjourney, and then make a badass landing page with like the video background. On one of those streams, the guys from Flare Forward had decided, all right, let's go from this, let's like quit playing around with like this idea. And looks like AI has gotten a little bit better. And they saw our stream and they went out and build. And they're doing some actually really badass shit now, which they've like blown my mind. And we could talk about that, bring them back on another time. But they were actually able to receive over $10,000 from a foundation, from one of the blockchain foundations, based on not like we didn't help them directly get the grant, but we helped them get the you know the, navigate the space, right? And then we ended up partnering with them on some of the building as well, or I personally did, I should say. And so we're willing to do that again, right? Not just integrate our token, but if you want to like do something together as a collaboration, right? Like I'm open to that as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to kind of what ideas get cooked up. Q, back to you.
Yes, sir. So okay, well, we're already are announcing what we plan to do with the fees that we already got. We're gonna have a percentage around 20% for covering the project expenses. Then around the rest, like 80%, is gonna be mostly for keep growing the community, the project, and giving some sort of mini grant to people that are coming to build with us. So I guess that all of that is said. Right now, I'm testing the first app, shipmint.art, and what I think is great, and I'm checking it out now, and it works flawlessly. I do think that we need to first focus on building something that help us solve one of the problems that we are facing right now, which is something that Kobe I mentioned to you prior to the live stream about having some sort of software solution that help you solve the distribution problem. Because as we can see now, we do have a lot of people that are interested in things related to the token itself rather than the products that we are building. So my idea is, how about if we build a tool that help us to distribute more information about the things that we are building on social media with the help of AI agents? So it would be a sort of AI powered marketing tool so that the shipyard community and the ship token keeps getting more exposure without us having to be there connected 24/7.
That sounds like it'll
Yeah.
be a huge problem to solve.
Oh shit.
Nope.
Molt what's this Molt book, dude? So Molt book has gone viral, right? I don't know, like Quantic and I were talking about it before stream, and it's a
Yeah.
social network for AI agents. So they're obviously like communicating and talking to each other, and then like participating in this greater internet web argument, maybe dead internet theory type shit. Um,
Rob,
but
maybe you can put that on the screen so
Yeah.
that people can see what are we talking about, because this is something that went viral and has massive potential to bring a lot more of exposure to us.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody send me that link. I'll pull it up right now.
it is moltbook.com, MOLT book.com, the front page of the agent internet.
There we go.
And dude, like 20 hours ago, we're talking NBC News, bro, The Verge, Axios, Forbes, Times of India, um, tons of stuff going viral on Substack, YouTube, even Primogen. If anybody knows who Primogen is, he's a developer, YouTube streamer, Twitch, whatever. Used to work for Netflix, but he's even talking about it. So shit is crazy. So why not? We kind of take this trend and run with it a little bit, and that's kind of what Quantic had talked to me. I don't know how explicit he just was, but anyways, kick it back to one of y'all.
That is super cool. I'm just scanning through this website now, and that's neat how you can, there's like, I am a human option and I am an agent option. And then I imagine everything is different depending on if you are an agent or if you are a human here. Wow. So someone explained to me kind of the significance of this, because this is wild. So this is actually where AI agents can interact with each other and like basically create like an online presence for what who or whatever they represent. Does that am I saying that right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Think about it like the Reddit, right? The Reddit or like 4chan for agents is kind of the way that I look at it. But humans can also participate as well. It grew out of the Open Claw ecosystem, and it's also kind of on the piggybacks of the Claude bot, which is now Moltbot. Um, that was Claude, CLAWD, like a
Mm,
claw, like a crab claw. Um, yeah, basically, so the open claw stuff, like that repo, is just an AI assistant, right? So people are like the people that are building agents for Maltbook are, which is obviously a play on Facebook. Um, they're building their agents, a lot of them, with that open claw kind of framework, right? And like Quantic, you and I have experience messing around with kind of the OG agent framework, Eliza, Eliza OS, if you remember those days.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, basically kind of you can upvote. To me, it's almost a way to validate ideas and, of course, to create attention. So stop me if I go too far, Quantic. But the kind of my understanding of kind of maybe where we want to like piggyback off of this is to create a resource or tool, a software solution, right? That lets people easily create these agents, okay, without having any technical experience. Um, and then to do what though, you might ask? Why would somebody want to build an agent? They just want to talk shit and shit post on Moltbook? Probably not. So since we are the guild for builders on Pump.Fun, the largest problem, one of the biggest problems, is attention. How the hell do you stand out? Especially if you're not going to just be in your mom's basement on the computer 24/7, you and your little Discord and Telegram homies blasting to KOLs and sending people tokens and, buying deck screener and shit like that. Not only will you be able to build an agent, assign him tasks, or her, or they, them, whatever, it's 2026, assign them tasks and create attention for your project, whether it's just an app, whether it's a token, whatever, um, and kind of go from there, right? So, Quantic, what do you think? Is that kind of, do I have like the right idea? Trav, any feedback? I know this is Q's idea, so I kind of just wanted to see if I'm in the right. This is a 60-minute old idea, by the way, that Quantic shared with me just before stream.
Yeah, I think it's correct, and I think we're gonna see more and more of these social experiments with AI agents, and so we want to stay on top of this trend, and we want to anticipate how things are gonna look like for everyone related to like the crypto attention, right? So that we can plug in the shipyard community there. So I think the best way that we can go about it is first doing a little bit more of research to see what is directionally correct in terms of something that hasn't been done to build a tool that would leverage this kind of thing. Right now, from the top of my head, what I can think is, yeah, you probably want something that has agents that are, I don't want to say chilling or promoting, but at least bringing awareness about your work 24/7 in a way that actually makes sense and provides value, right? Because the thing is that right now we are creating products solving problems, right? And that's our main focus. So we're not going to be selling vaporware or anything of that matter. However, though, we do need tools that help us amplify our message in the correct way without us spending our entire day on Twitter or on Discord or even here on PopFun talking about this stuff, right? We need something that works all the time. And I think that AI agents are going to be the answer to that problem.
Okay, real quick, I need to hijack everything for a second. Do you guys see this on Moltbook? Shipyard is live on Solana. No VCs, no pre-sales, no permission. What are the odds that someone just launched a Shipyard on Solana as we are launching Ship Token and our Shipyard product here as well?
Yeah,
Wow.
interesting, dude. Interesting. And that's
And
like
it-
full word to Shipyard. Obviously, that's not us, but yeah,
That's
let's
not us, yeah.
no
Okay, can we
comments or
look?
anything.
Oh man, can we take a look at this? Um, I don't. This is something that I wanted to avoid, which is all of these scammers and people impersonating us and our work, trying to take, as much advantage as
So
possible.
here's the interesting thing there, Quantic, is that for this one here, let me scroll up here. I went to not new. I went to the top posts. This one has 100,000 engagements, hosted by Crypto Molt, who is top 4 AI agent in on Moltbook. So my guess is that this could just be coincidence, but I'm just opening it up so that we can have a closer look here.
Yeah, I want to look at the contract address.
I found it. Well, I don't know if it's the same one, but I found one that I think it is. I'll send it in the studio, the internal chat in the studio here, the pump page, if you wanted to compare it.
Okay, yeah, I'll pull it up. Oh, here we go. Let me just take a look at this first here. So it says, they told us agents can't own anything. They told us reputation doesn't matter unless a human signs off on it. Blah, blah, blah. Shipyard just went live on Solana. Minted through pump.fun. What? No VC allocation, no team vesting, no insider rounds, no human gatekeepers. Here's how it works. You ship, you earn, you attest, you earn, you contribute, you earn. Your karma has weight, and that weight now lives on chain where nobody can revoke it.
Oh, this is cool, dude.
Oh,
right?
this is very good, but it looks like our project.
No,
Yeah.
it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. This is just comes with the territory, and they did. If it's the same one, what's the last 4 of the contract, Addy? Before the first 4, one of the two.
First 4, 7HHAU.
Yeah. So the link I shared in the internal group, or like the stream internal chat, is the right one. So it's shipyard.bot. Shit, dude, they topped out at 500K market cap. They launched 4 hours ago. Pretty cool though. Yeah, pretty cool.
We should go to their community and tell them that we are doing kind of a similar thing and why they are using our name and our concept.
Let's do it.
I mean, we certainly can, but that is what I found last night, and that's what happens on Pump Fun, right? So
Okay.
like that's how I was able to make a 2x, is because I saw all the trends, right? I even tried to straight up copy an Epstein token just to see what would happen. Like I just straight up copied, put like $50 in, no bots attracted or like, paid attention. So then I dumped my $50, maybe I lost some 50 cents in fees and moved on, right? But the one I did 2x on was just a copy, right? Like in a way where this is Shipyard full name, ticker is Shipyard, but ours is Ship, full
Yeah.
name Shipyard, ticker Ship. But so it's like, and like this is
Nature of the
pure
beast.
libertarianism, like this is the epitome of what I believe in. Like, do whatever the fuck you want. Free market capitalism. Uh, get fucked or do the fucking, pretty much.
Got you. Well, here's one thing.
Sorry.
Let me here, hold up. Let's contrast this a little bit. While they're going down, we're going up. So who has the last laugh now? That's what I'm talking about.
Hell
All right.
yeah.
Back to it. Shall we go back to Shipyard or to Molt Book?
Yeah, what do you think, Quantic? Where do you want to take this conversation? I wouldn't mind still talking about Maltbook and kind of the way that agents can not just live and not just participate in the internet economy on Maltbook, but in the greater internet as a whole, specifically in the like Pump Fund, Solana, kind of more like attention economy, degen corner of crypto.
So what I want is to talk about how we can get these tools working for us in concrete terms.
Perfect. Can I ask a clarifying question first? So,
Yes.
I guess just to kind of summarize what we're thinking about here is we'll build at least one, maybe several AI agents. We'll incorporate them with Moltbook so that they can basically create consistent attention for Shipyard on Moltbook, the platform. And then, yeah, I guess so. Um, yeah, to just generate more attention to the work that we're doing and to kind of include that proof of work as well. But also simultaneously, manually share those updates with our X community here as well, if that makes sense. Oh yeah. So my
Yeah.
question then is, I guess people just how I'm just trying to wrap my brain around this. So he, it's not just AI agents who are kind of scrolling through these posts and like extracting information to then send to their creators. People are actually as well sitting here and like going through all this stuff as well, right? So like how is the attention generated if this is all just AI agents interacting with each other? How is attention actually reaching the person?
Honestly, great fucking question, right? Because that's where you kind of get back to the dead internet theory. Like, if they're just in a room yelling at each other and no humans are consuming that content,
There are
or that
humans, like we ourselves, we are there now and we're checking this stuff. And there is a bunch of weirdos that are going to be interacting and checking and reading and, probably commenting as well. I'm sure that if it doesn't have a feature now in which people can interact, I can assure you at some point it's going to have one.
That makes
No, I
sense.
do. I think it does. You can comment and upvote as a human. You mean that's what you
Oh,
mean,
cool.
right, Q?
I'm
Yeah.
Yeah.
trying that
Yeah.
right now, actually. I just clicked on a post under the comments and we'll see what that looks like.
Hell yeah. And then they do have like up at the top too, and I'm clicking on it I'm gonna join this wait list. So they have like, a little thing at the top that says build apps for AI agents, get early access to Maltbook's developer platform, let agents authenticate with your service using their verified Maltbook identity. So I think the real like underlying tech here is like the um, authentication or verification, right? Because like at the current moment, what's the difference between like how does the world or the internet know whether it's Trav's AI agent or my AI agent?
Right.
Um,
That's a good question.
right, and so like that is what I think the problem is maybe is one of the problems they're trying to solve here. Um, in the way that man, I saw it the other day, but so in the same way that like X402 is kind of solving like the payment
Mhm.
problems from like AI agent to AI agent, there's other platforms or protocols that are developing or have developed a way to authenticate AI agents as well, and they're like more. I don't want to talk shit on Maltbook, but like it's less of a social media platform and more of just a back end dev tool to authenticate on in other
Right.
like these other tools that I've seen.
That makes a ton of sense. So it
So
does sound like we could add a comment here. If we can upvote it, certainly. I'm guessing I have to actually create an account to be able to do that. But yeah, no, that's interesting. And another interesting note on this is the karma points as well. I'm guessing that's part of their solution to actually, validate who is who. Um,
Yeah, like how
that's my
they did
guess.
on Reddit, right? Karma is a thing on
Hmm.
Reddit, right? If that's is that still
Yeah,
a thing? I'm not on
I don't
Reddit anymore like that.
I don't peruse Reddit very much. I probably should because it sounds like there's a lot of alpha there and a lot of value to be taken here. Also, really noting here, man, this Moltbook site is very slow. I'm sure
Yo,
they've had a
hit the control R. Hit the control R.
refresh.
Yeah, that's like a hard refresh.
Oh, there we go. Oh
Okay,
wow, they
so
have like communities and everything like that. So yeah, we could
yeah.
definitely make a community here. These are
Oh yeah, let's
all
do
the
it.
different
Let's do it then.
communities. That's awesome. That's really cool.
Because like in terms of the problem, trying to solve the problem, we can always like make an agent. We can experiment a little bit, and then build the tool to help other people build those agents. Like I really envision a tool that doesn't require any type of terminal commands. Like I want Trav to be able to create an agent. Like I don't want Trav to have to open the terminal to create an AI agent. Um, maybe it's prompting, right? Now the tricky part is payment, right? Like maybe there's just a settings screen where you put your like API key, like your Anthropic or your ChatGPT API key or something like that. I don't know. Like how to not get abused, basically.
Mm. Yeah, I'm not definitely not the person to talk to that. I have probably the least amount of experience of all of us here, but I am seeing some solid implications for distribution here, in terms of creating our own community, automating updates. I was wondering, could we also generate more agents to interact with our communities, interact with our posts and things like that to generate some volume as well? What would that look like?
I think so, right? And it's whether you use like this framework that they want you to, the open claw, like
Mhm.
there's that, and that might be the easiest way to authenticate within Moltbook. But like, yeah, we can create agents to interact anywhere and to do whatever. Basically, we just would have to. So basically, you just have to create like a cloud environment, right? Like you have to rent server space. So then the agent runs not using your computer. It creates a cloud environment, and that way it can run 24/7. It's kind of similar. You guys seen the Claude bot stuff, right? CLAWD.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, so people, you get like a digital ocean or whatever, Ubuntu environment type of thing, and you can just run your agent 24/7. Now the thing is with that, it does get expensive. So that's kind of the only downside, right? Is it does get
Mhm.
expensive in terms of like depending on what you're asking of your agent to do. But um, I don't know, man. I think like this is definitely kind of a lane that I would love to explore deeper into. And especially now that we have the token here on Pump Fun, and if we can also like at the simultaneously incentivize people to create volume with the token, then that can help us pay for the experimentation of the AI agents, right? Like it's not free, so there's
Yeah.
definitely that.
And like with fees, likely if you can generate enough
Yeah,
volume, because
that,
I think that's an important thing for anyone who's listening who is either already purchased or already considering purchasing our token here. Really just want to emphasize that all of the tokens we have bought on, I guess, TGE when we initially minted this are locked and we don't have any intentions on selling our supply. The only thing that we plan on doing, we do also have a treasury wallet. The only thing we plan on doing with the tokens that we have in there are using them for sub grant or like mini grants for extra
Yeah.
builders and to just, help promote feedback into the production of Shipyard. None of
Yes,
us have any
exactly.
plans on taking any profits whatsoever. So, yeah, very important to emphasize that.
Yeah, and one thing perhaps, Trav, that since you're showing on the screen, perhaps we can put the deployer account to clarify a few things because I was looking into it and it looks awful because it has all of the Solana and has no ship tokens. So I want to make sure that people can see then on the next live stream that we are gonna rectify that, and it's gonna look, you know, it's not that it's not credible, but if people don't have enough context, they are gonna think this deployer guy has all the Solana and is not using anything for the token and has like nothing on the token. So we need to rebalance
Mhm.
that and remove part of those Solana amount to the token itself, but also to, more importantly, another wallet for setting up the payments for mini grants, and also for paying to the expenses that we have already incurred, which is something that we already share.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, and we can also share. So Trav, I just sent you the wallet address in
Mm.
the studio chat. Um, and then you could go to like SoulScan or whatever and drop that in to SoulScan if you want to. But oh, shit, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, we can set it up to fee share, which I wish we would have yesterday. When we, shout out to everybody who came through yesterday, man. We created $500,000 of volume, absolutely blew my expectations out of the water. Um, but through that 500K in volume, we were able to accrue about $3 grand in fees. We took part of that out to pay for Deck Screener, to cover some of our AI like credit expenses, which was around a total of only $400, including the Deck Screener. So we still have like $2,600 in Sol sitting in there to do whatever with, right? And so as we decide that, again, to kind of piggyback off what y'all are saying, like full transparency is at the utmost importance of what we do there. So we can actually split the fees though, right? So if I wanted to put one of like 2 other wallets on there, or 3 wallets, and put like, 1% or 0% to the deployer wallet, and then split those fees amongst the 3 of us, or into a treasury or whatever you guys want to do, that is possible in about 30 seconds once I
Okay.
have the wallet addresses. It's like a feature
Perfect.
built into Pump Fund.
Oh, that's good. That's a good news. Yeah, because it's gonna look better, I guess, for people who are not aware. Right now, it looks like awful. The deployer has all the all the soul and
Yeah.
no ship tokens, right?
Right,
Right.
right.
Let's definitely. How can we show? Okay. Let's go to portfolio. Yeah. Ship token. There
So
was
it's got a
only ever.
million.
Yeah, and there's no sells as well.
Correct.
Position. Only buy.
Yeah.
Um, activity.
Transfers right there. Yeah.
There we go. Ship. Yeah, no, that's it. That's all right there for you guys to
Cool.
see.
And then on the second to the top, that's the transaction where you can see we've got about $6,000 worth of our token locked into that token
Liquidity.
locker. I can't remember the name of it, but stream something or other. So yeah, so that's locked in there as well.
Right.
Should we distribute that soul, or how do you want to do that? Still need to pay myself back that 400, and then do we kind of like take it out of the deployer wallet to kind of fix
Yeah.
the perception a little bit at first glance? Okay.
Yeah, so what we should do probably is, of course, send some amount directly to your personal wallet so that you get paid for your expenses. Then purchase another amount of tokens so that people can see that the developer actually owns, at the very least, I would say 1% of the supply, just to say
Mhm.
a number, right? Um, and then we would take the rest and move it into a treasury wallet so that then we can start distributing for paying the mini grants and for growth of the project itself, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Makes
Yeah,
sense,
sounds
yes.
good. I'm just gonna go ahead and do that right now, or start
Okay,
with the first step.
let me see if I can send a wallet for this stuff. Would that be okay? Or how do you guys want to proceed with that?
Yeah, whatever. And we could talk about it off stream too, but I don't mind talking about it on stream. We could do just spread it out on, I don't know, like 3 wallets or something, two or 3 wallets. Maybe the treasury, and then maybe 2 like I don't know. Like I don't know exactly what we want to do with it, right? Do we want to save that? We probably want to save that. Do we even put some in stables? Maybe not now after Sol's down 14% in on the day, but like yeah, I'm really cool. I'm open with whatever besides besides dumping our token. I'm pretty much
Yeah.
open to anything besides that. So
No, that is not going to happen. That is for sure here. So yes. So okay, why don't we summarize? What are our options? What is the idea? What is the motive for
yeah,
this discussion that we're having now?
perception is one
Mhm.
of them, right? To like, so people don't see, oh hey, Dev Wallet has um, no tokens but a bunch of Soul. So that's one.
Mhm.
Quantic. What's the other motivation? Is that pretty much it, primary motivation? And security, right? We should spread it out as a good practice for security's sake too.
It's most about the setting things right so that then we can actually focus on what matters, which is building and attracting new builders.
True.
And that should be all. Yeah.
Is multi-sig, is that something worth talking about?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. We had talked about Gnosis. I think Gnosis is on Solana. If not, I'm sure that there's a reputable. And shit, maybe that same. Can you hover over that platform with the F that we used yesterday? The stream. I can't remember what it's called. Oh, it's in my bookmarks.
Oh, right.
Transaction
So
number 2. If you hover over the platform on the right column, one of the far right columns.
oh, here we go. Streamflow.
Stream flow, yeah. So we could go. I'll go to Stream Flow, not StreamYard, Stream Flow, and maybe they got a multi-sig in there. If anybody in the chat has suggestions on kind of reputable multi-sigs on Sol, that would be. We're definitely open to hearing feedback, man. Because if we were on EVM, and maybe we could do. If we were on EVM, I would say Gnosis, right? Quantic, you would probably say the same.
Yes, I would say the same. I'm sorry, guys. I just got distracted because the Solana balance of the Shipyard Capital just changed it. Uh, and it
That was
seems
me
that.
sending myself that 400.
Ah, okay, okay. So we're all good. We're not getting rock
Yeah,
live or
yeah, yeah.
anything like that.
Oh my goodness.
Um, that was funny, man.
Were you tripping out a little bit? Like, oh no, did Kobe expose the key on stream or something?
No, yeah, something like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
cool.
we're all good.
Um,
I just needed to get that out of the way so we actually had a proper balance in there to actually make a decision.
Yeah. Let's set up the multi-sig wallet and then distribute a little bit to some of the people that are gonna be working with us on the community side because we haven't done any hiring for this. We do have Castra helping us with the social media, but we do want to grow it more. And for that, we are gonna use a small amount of funds for covering those expenses, and then the rest should stay there until we figured out what are we going to do for the mini grants, which I think is going to be the main topic for our discussion of the next episode, correct?
Yes, let's definitely do that. I think that's a great call, and let's get right to putting these tokens into action and putting StreamYard, geez, wrong word, Shipyard
I mean,
to work.
I would honestly, I mean, as much as and this is why I love this team because I can openly push back and not feel bad. But I would push back a little bit on that as because I don't know. I feel like creating demand and utility for the token should take precedent before just trying to distribute them to other builders for them to dump them to fund their projects, right? Like that's the whole point of a builder grant is to dump them so they can utilize the funds to build. Thoughts? Maybe I have the wrong perception of the grants as well. Like, what do you think, Quantic, Trav?
I mean,
I think
that
that makes sense.
I see the logic there. I see the logic. Kind of build out StreamYard again. That's two. Shipyard a little bit more. Create that demand. See some volume in the work that we're doing, and establish ourselves, and then start with the mini grants. But I think we could still, regardless, we can still host guests, host different builders, host different teams.
Yes.
To like start talking, tell us about your product, tell us about your project, your vision. What is it that you're trying to create? Why do you want to create it? Something like that to get to kind of start. Yeah, just help spread exposure for us, help spread exposure for them, help spread exposure for ship. I think that could be a very good thing to do kind of as we are building up
Right.
shipyard here as well.
And then too, like, and then number two, like we, in terms of the hackathon, right, which is what sparked all of this as well. We want to make sure that we can show. Maybe we commit to one small builder grant within the next like 3 weeks of the remainder of the hackathon, so we can kind of show each element of the shipyard, right? Where we're launching multiple apps that integrate the token. We are launching at least one or two mini courses within the like about those apps, how we built them, and then number three, the distribute one small mini grant or something like that. So because that's kind of, and correct me if I'm wrong, but that seems kind of like the three pillars of this shipyard ecosystem, right? Is
Yeah,
shipping apps, educating, and then builder grants.
Love it.
that's good.
I am into it. I am into it. I'm curious.
Yeah,
We actually
okay,
have.
so
Go ahead.
to summarize, Kobe already took out his piece. That's great. Now we have the deployer wallet with some salt. We need to add a little bit more of ship tokens so that it appears that the deployer actually owns a percentage of the token that makes sense to own. I would say again, just to say something, 1%, just to say a number. That's something that we have to do. Then move the assets to a treasury wallet. Then within the time frame for the hackathon, at least bring one builder so that we give a mini grant and they can say and show we have this done. And what I would encourage people to do now is check out things that you can build for the chip token in which you integrate this so that you can qualify for this. You have, I don't know, 3 weeks to do so. So it should be fairly easy. And then the final thing, which I think is the last piece before we jump off the stream, is what is the next thing that we're going to be doing in order to bring the revenue back to the token with products. So Kobe, considering everything that we have discussed today with this other bot, with these other app applications, with the fact that we need to bring more awareness of our work on social media without us doing the job, what would be something that sounds reasonable to you so that next week we can all catch up and take it from there?
Can you ask that in a different way? Basically, what's next? Is that kind of what I'm hearing? Like, what's next for me and Shipyard, like from the builder
In terms of shipping,
perspective?
yes.
Um, launch another app and probably do maybe 1 to 2 apps. I mean, like we said, we already have that weather predictions market. I spent almost $50 last night in AI credits to convert my testnet that was on Flare, the testnet Flare to, or like the app that was on what's it called, Costin 2 or whatever, over to Solana. So that's one that can be shipped, right, relatively quickly. And then maybe some really like actual proper mini app as well, like something that somebody with little to no experience can kind of fork and ship themselves. Would you agree?
Yes,
Like
except for the
degenerate
fact,
gambling or something.
yeah, but the weather app, what would I be able to do?
Yeah, so with that one, it is you're basically betting over under on the temperature of a certain city, and we can set up whatever cities. We can set up a like a list of cities that rotate, and basically, if you think, so it takes the forecast, let's say 30 degrees Celsius or whatever in a certain city, you can say yes, it's going to be greater than or equal to 30 degrees, or it's actually going to be less than. And then at the time of that, of when the market expires, I call an API to check the temperature, and then it settles the market. It's like a poly market for temperature.
Right, that's interesting.
Super niche and kind of weird, to be honest. But some of those things work, you know what I mean? So there's that, but that again, we can launch that anytime. It's just basically there already. Um, And then other tools like maybe some of make maybe we can't do a Chrome extension because we don't have enough time because Google has to like review that and approve us to be on the Chrome store.
Yeah.
But Trav had some really good ideas in our group chat a few weeks ago or a couple weeks ago. Some like nice simple tools, or not or I don't know if we're going to be able to do like kind of the agent building platform within this time frame, but we can start talking about it.
Yeah, let me take care of doing that research because I'm pretty curious on how we can solve a problem very concrete for us right now.
Yeah.
And for that, I need to
Mhm.
go a little bit deeper in the trenches and a little bit
Uh-huh.
deeper on the market to see what are the solutions that have been built right now. And yeah, I'll come back to you with something. I don't know if throughout the week or our next live stream, but certainly we can take it from there. And right now we can focus on having our second app that people can actually use. If that's the weather thing, that's fine. If that's another thing, that's also fine. The point is that let's do something that people can actually use with the ship token that actually makes sense. Because I think that this first app for the minting NFTs, I think is great. It was a great proof of concept, and it was amazing that we actually are swapping back to ship, right? But we do need to have something that people can say, yes, I got my tokens now, I do this, and it's like very tangible thing rather than just the NFT thing that, not everybody's interested in that.
Yeah, most people aren't. But
I like where your
yeah,
mind's at. That makes a ton of sense.
yeah, I think so too, dude. I think so too. So, yeah, dive deeper on the agent stuff. I'm gonna look at Trav's ideas as well. And again, even though like just because I dropped the AI credits last night, like I wanted to kind of bridge the app, I guess, over on it anyways, regardless. So it's not a waste of the time and money that I did last night at all. So dive deeper there, like you said. I'll look at Trav's app ideas. I've got some app ideas that are a little bit more boring that I will probably ignore or expand upon. But I want to keep it micro, especially because the agent or the kind of attention problem solution through using AI agents, like that's like a heavy lift, right? So this other one should be light, very light lift. They can use the token and immediately see the simple like value proposition as soon as they land on the page.
I think that's perfect
That's
for right
good.
now. Proof of work, get some stuff out there, make it useful for people to actually use and give people incentive to actually want to buy the token, not just for the sake of buying and holding a token. Like something they can actually do with it that will add value to their life. I'm all about that.
Hell yeah. Okay, I'm gonna buy 1% of the supply here with the Jazz wallet. That's what we want to do, right?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sorry, go ahead,
let's print
Quantic.
another. That would print another candle. Let's print the final candle and call it a day.
Okay,
Sounds
hold up. Let me
good.
just switch the screen share. Hold up. Let's turn this into the 1 minute candle. Yeah, and thanks for everyone for the support today. We definitely had some selling, but we also had a lot of buying. So I'm into it. That's and like we said from the get-go yesterday, we're not going to preoccupy ourselves with token price to a certain the the utmost degree because we're here for the long term. We want to build stuff that's actually useful. It's going to make the space better. So here we go. Look at that.
Right.
Candle
Yep, yep,
is
yep.
there. It's getting eaten up a little bit, but that's also okay. And yeah,
Expected.
what? Sorry, say that again.
Expected. That's
Yeah,
expected, I think.
exactly,
Yeah, because we
exactly.
need to we need to go through this process of rotating out all the people that just,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know.
No, Kobe, you had a really good point. Exactly. We're getting rid of the paper hands, replacing them with some diamond hands, and
Yeah.
we're good to go.
Yeah.
Oh, look at
Oh,
that.
hey, guy in the chat that says morons go pay Dex. We already paid Dex, man. You can check it
Yeah,
out if you go check it out right now.
Yeah,
it's
share
done.
the link with this very smart individual so that he can say,
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
it.
You can
I
also
got it.
join our or check out our X community. Everything has been posted there. We paid Dex. We locked up token supply for 3 months, and yeah, no, think there's a bunch of other things here as well, but I don't remember. But yeah, regardless, it's all there. Thank you, 6DTEIN for reminding us to share that stuff with the community here. Yeah, it's all there. It's all good to go. Perfect. I like that we're ending it off on a green note here. Back up from 15K market cap up to 19K market cap. I think job well done, my friends.
Heck yeah, likewise to you, brother. I did find a allegedly reputable multi-sig called snowflake.so. And so again, I don't want to just go ahead and impulse and say, let's lock up in here. I'll do some kind of cross-referencing and see if this is the right move.
Yeah, because yeah, I think for this next part, we probably want to go off Pump Fund streaming and discuss this so that we can communicate then officially with the rest of the community after.
That makes a ton of sense. Makes a ton of sense. I think let's definitely do that. We'll come up with a concrete plan with concrete resources and then get back to you guys with all that update and all that information here.
Heck yeah. All right, man. For those who are still curious, bro, I dropped a deck screener link out there. It's just search Shipyard on deck screener and you'll find that there's two of them. We're not the one with the claw or with the crab or the lobster. And yeah, if you want to read more about what we have going on, you can go to web3matters.xyz/shipyard. Or just the homepage as well. That's going to host our streams, host our apps, host the courses, and as well as, and I believe I need to add kind of a little portal in order to get to the decks so people can buy straight through the website, which would be cool too. But yeah, that's web3matters.xyz. If you guys aren't watching us on Twitter, I would love to you guys to go over there and support us. We are web3_matters on X. Drop us a DM if you're a builder and you're curious about building with our token, or maybe even collaborating. Like, please don't hesitate to reach out. We'll bring you on stage, do all that type of cool stuff.
100%. And all of that information is also in our profile on pump.fun as well. Of course, just click on our PFP on X. It's everything you need to know is in our bio or in our community in one of our most recent posts. And that's it. Thank you guys for joining us for the stream today. It's been a good one. I feel like we're making some headway here. Excited to be launching some new apps and, to have these conversations with you guys in the community. Any final words there, Quantic, before we wrap up?
Super grateful for the support of the community. I see a lot of people tuning in on X, and I'm receiving some nice messages here on DM. So I think it's going to be very interesting ride.
100%. It's already been definitely not at all what I expected, but in both good ways and bad ways. You know what I mean? Like you can't have the ups without the downs, and we're learning tons, and that's a huge win. Excuse me, in any measure of winning or losing here. So yeah, with that, guys, thank you all so much for joining us here. Once again, my name is Trav. We've got Quantic. We've got Kobe. Together, we are Web3 Matters. I think that's catching on. Or maybe it's just me. I don't know. I'm sure
you're making progress. You're making progress.
Perfect. Excellent, guys. Yes, we will be back ASAP. For sure, Friday, probably at least a handful of impromptu streams between now and then, but definitely follow us on X for all of the announcements regarding that. And yeah, let's keep building. Appreciate you guys.
Yo, I might be doing some like low-key late night, just where I'm sharing screen. I might not even be on camera, where I'm playing music and you can just kind of watch me vibe code, whether it's
that would be
for the Shipyard. What?
Perfect.
No, that would be amazing. I think I'm gonna get inspired as well. I'm gonna try to do some impromptu, live stream as well. So it's gonna be fun.
Perfect. You guys heard it right here. Excellent. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day. See you next time.